What's up, guys and gals, and welcome back to the Nerd Castle. Today in the world of indie games, we're going to be taking a look at a title called Adore. We checked this out when it first came out in early access about 2 years ago, and although my memory of that is kind of scattered, it happens. You look at like 30 games a week for like the last 2 years, I promise you're going to lose track of a few. But anyways, Adore was a game where you go down into an ancient temple to appease a dragon god of some kind, as I recall. And it's got roguelite elements, and you summon creatures, and they fight for you, and that's the fundamental mechanic and way by which you end up fighting with the maps and trying to get further. Obviously, there's going to be a procedural nature to it, and some randomness. That's a big part of the roguelike appeal. But today we're going to dive on in, take a look at it for about 25-30 minutes, see what's changed in the last 2 years in the early access, and see if it's something you wanted to add to your wish list or otherwise pass on. If after watching this you did indeed want to check the game out, I'll have a link for you down below with all the requisite information. And then, of course, on top of that, you'll be able to find a link to my Discord and my Twitch stream, just in case you wanted to swing on through and hang out live any day of the week. Let's get started. We'll go with just the first save slot, I guess. That doesn't even need to be narrated. That's what everybody would do right there. What happened? It seems your death wasn't in vain after all. My death? Who said that? Draknar. Who else would it be? The god of creatures? After 15 years stuck inside your body, you finally heard me, kid. Wait, didn't Ixer kill you? Yeah, maybe it would have been better if I had died, but unfortunately the last spark of my flames fell on you. At the time, you were a kid, a newborn, and now here I am condemned to this body. All this time. Don't feel like you're the chosen one. You want to prove yourself? Then help me out of this shit. I mean, prove that you're a true adorer of the god of creatures and defeat Ixer. You crazy? You're sending me to my death. Well, I did solve your death problem before, didn't I? I can't remember what happened. We'll discuss this later. For now, complete your mission, O great adorer. Draknar's chosen, the one touched by a god's last ember. Kill Ixer. Alright. It looks like we move around with right click, almost in like a StarCrafty kind of fashion, so it's got a little bit of like a Diablo vibe to it, I guess. We can dodge roll, obviously. It looks like we can break some pots and stuff. What does this do? Does it like blow up or something? I don't know, dude. It's letting off like 5 gum effervescent rays. I don't know if I stood on it, something good would happen. Like maybe my feet would smell better. I'm not really sure. I was just spitballing in the dark. Looks like I can break those little pots right there too, because you know what? Pottery is my enemy. I declare it. It says I can capture a critter. Ow, fool! There we go. I think you gotta keep him, like, I don't know, it doesn't explain it. You gotta, like, keep him, I guess, inside of a vision cone. Like, you gotta be close enough in order to tame the monster. But there you go. We got it. I got some beast essence. I got chewed on a little bit. Kind of wish that had been explained a little bit better. Be like, hey, stay inside the vision cone. I didn't know if I had to be, like, outside the vision cone to capture him, inside the vision cone. It's okay, though. We eventually got it reckoned with. Now, I can summon the critter, and as you can see, the critters in this game aren't actually, like, freely autonomous things that follow you around. They are basically spells. That's the best way to think about it, is that you're a summoner, you summon your creatures in a limited capacity in order to perform, like, an ability, which is effectively a spell. Alright. So let's take a look around here and see if we can... Okay, all right. Who are you? Get on out of here. Yes, I slay you. I knock the gold out of your teeth. There we go. Okay, so my little... I don't even know what it is, dude. My little squirrel rat. My little rural. I don't even know what to call it. A squat? I mean, a squat sounds like... That doesn't sound very appropriate. Like, that sounds like one of those things that you get, like... I don't know. You get, like, fired from your job for calling somebody. All right. Apparently, you can bait and juke with your critters as well. All right, so we got another critter over here. We'll send the squeak rat after him. Unfortunately, my squeak rat was not strong enough. I'm going to try and stay out of the way from it. There we go. That's a good one right there. That's a good one right there. All right, come back, come back. Throw you out there. Ooh, he'll actually jump in between two enemies that are in close proximity in order to, like, complete his attack. That's actually a good detail to be aware of. Hadn't really thought about it. But anyways, that kind of comes back to, like, we were playing turn-based games, and, like, I was talking to somebody about if a creature does an attack that would kill it, the creature is cursed. A cursed creature can't be healed. The Odorer will absorb the damage with its own life to prevent the cursed creature from dying. So watch out, your creature's life is as precious as your own. Okay, that's a little bit of a hitch in the old operation, but I'll try to take it into account. So every time your creature deals damage, the special bar of your creatures goes up. When fully charged, it does a special attack. Okay. Also good to know, and that's listed down here at the bottom. All right, so what am I looking at? There's another critter over here. Go ahead and hit him. Yup, there we go, there we go, there we go. Come back. Okay. Send you out to there. Very nice. That could not have gone better. I'm pretty happy with the execution on that, how the first two hits went after the first two enemy till it died, and then the third hit was applied to the third enemy, which also died. That's the stuff right there. Hey, can you tell me where I am? Did you hit your head or something like that? What makes a child come wander these cursed lands of Gatordrick? Last thing I remember is my village being under attack, and then suddenly I'm here hearing voices in my head. The voice of Draknar. Must have hit your head really hard. Come, Quasi-Ador, I'll welcome you into our refuge. Sweet. So you just, like, summon a magic portal? That's it? It's probably a useful piece of information to be aware of. I need some magic portal in my life. Alright, so we've arrived. I don't actually recall this being a thing the last time I played the game. I'd have to go back and watch the video from when I covered the game like 2 years ago, but I don't remember there being a village. I remember you just being in front of a temple whenever you died. What is this right here? So it allows me to equip artifacts. Okay, good to know. Those probably modify runs or something. Doesn't look like I can go into the houses, so let's go talk to the trainer over here since that's what it wants me to do. Managed to recover your strength, huh? Still a bit in the dark. Why did Draknar ask me to defeat Ixer? Look, Draknar, the god of creatures, is dead. Understand? What's your name? Luca. If you're not going to make yourself useful to our refuge, you can take this little staff of yours and go somewhere else. Now, if you don't want to be converted into ashes, you got to show us your worth. Alright, I'm sorry. First of all, collect a particle of Gatordrick. It's a concentrate of vital energy that permeates the entire world and all the creatures in Gatordrick. Wow, that was a sentence. They are extracted and used by adorers to capture new creatures. Because if you ever find yourself with just one creature, you're not going to be going very far. Now, go get the particle of Gatordrick and capture a Zella so that we can begin our work. I almost forgot, Luca. The less health a creature has, the easier it's going to be to capture. Okay, so see, now it tells you how to capture it. So you got to stay in the direction of the sweet spot of the creature. All right, makes sense. See, that would have been useful information to have prior to having to capture my first critter. Oh, I could drink out of that to get special attacks filled up. Gotcha. Okay, well, me and my little squirrel buddy, we're going to go out into the woods. I don't particularly think of squirrels as being altogether that fearsome. Like, I'd rather protect myself with, like, a tiger or, like, a bear. Or, you know, any creature at all that is not a squirrel. But here we are. So we can select a mission. We do have some typographical translational errors going on. All creatures in this region have already been compromised. Eliminate them. Okay, and it looks like we get various kind of goodies out. Okay. So yeah, by doing these missions, we end up with various rewards, and I assume a lot of these are either going to, like, upgrade... Oh, there's a particle of Gatordrick right there. Okay, let's go do that one. All the creatures here must be destroyed. Alright. I am but a lowly squirrel trader, but I will do my best in this environment to survive. Go get him! Yeah, my squirrel is more powerful than your squirrel. Your squirrel is a pathetic squirrel. A weak-willed squirrel. A terrified squirrel. Go get him. Alright, pull him back. There, there's kind of like a push and pull to the fighting. What does he do? I don't know what he does. Okay, so he shoots like missiles. Gotcha. So that means I gotta kind of like time it out to go after him. And then summon my critter back so that he doesn't bomb him out. Alright, so what do we have going on over here? You know, I seem to remember this game like having like free roaming areas where you could just like walk around. There you go, come back. Go get him. Perfect. No money on that deer right there, dude. Of course, when I go out into the woods, I'm going to end up fighting the broke deer that doesn't have any money. Alright. Listen, little squirrel. Now is not the time. Go ahead and send him out over there, too. Call him back. There we go. Perfect. Alright, so the area is more or less clear. Oh, we do. We have different tiles. Okay, so that makes perfect sense. I actually like the arrangement of that map right there. Like, there are arrows clearly delineating where everything goes and what you should be, like, doing. I like it. It works. It's a very, very clear map. I've seen a lot of, like, bad and intentionally bad maps while doing what I do on the internet, and so it's nice to have a map that's just like, everything is clear. Alright. We got another one of you over there. I'm going to send him in. Call him back. Oh no, dude, my little critter got smacked. Dude, he got squirrel jacked. Okay, he's got armor. We'll call him back. Send him back out again. Call him back. Perfect. I actually kind of like the boomerang effect of controlling the creature. Like, so at any time, you can effectively break off the summon of the creature by hitting your shift key. That means you have, like, an animation break. So you can send in your critter, he hits once, you call him back out. Like, it's almost got kind of like a... I don't know. Like, it's almost like you have a sword on a string. And you're very, very good with that sword on a string. And you can throw it out and you can pull it back whenever you want, effectively. It's kind of the idea that the game is going for. The only consequence of that action is that you and your sword share life. So if it gets hit, you get hit. And so you have to be very kind of careful about the way you maneuver your creatures and your weapons around. It's actually got kind of a nice feel to it. Alright, what do we have going on in here? Listen, other inferior squirrel. You don't want to mess with my squirrel, dude. My squirrel is like the ultimate gangster of squirrels. Alright, I don't want to over-explain this to you. But this squirrel right here, he don't play. Yeah, you see right there, so like you got to be careful about the way you deploy your squirrel. Alright, call him on back in. We broke the armor on that one. He's got a lot of HP though. There we go. Alright, so I don't know what I'm going to be using all this money for. I assume there's going to be shops around here somewhere that will allow me to get my HP back and, like, maybe buy gear or, like, buy some kind of buffs and upgrades. Alright, call him on back. Honestly, I feel like the control scheme works pretty well. I was actually, when we first started out about 10 minutes ago, I was, like, a little bit skeptical about the control scheme. I was like, okay, so movement's, like, on the right click. And, like, dodge roll is on space, okay. But you summon the creatures with, like, Q and, like, other button presses. I was a little bit on the fence about the key bindings and the mappings, but it actually works fairly well. I like it, actually. You need a couple minutes to, like, practice with it, but then once you set your mind to it, it's not a bad control scheme. It's just not a normal control scheme, but it works. All right, let's carry on to the right over here and see if there's anything else that we can scuff the hell out of with our battle squirrel. Does that potion stay over there? Oh, it does. Very nice. Okay, so that's nice to know. I can actually go back and get that when I need it. All right, he's down, and we've taken his very satisfying gold coin. I don't know if that acid hurts my squirrel. It doesn't look like it affects me, that little fart cloud that he put down, but I don't know. Oh, God, no. Oh, God, my squirrel. He was frozen. All right. So I think we accomplished what we came to accomplish right here. We've got a bone, which we can use to upgrade artifacts. We've got a fragment. It's used for extra cost for expeditions and for permanent enhancements. Okay. Like, can I heal my... So my squirrel's kind of beat up. How do I heal my squirrel? I have questions about the art of squirrel healing. Like, do I just, like, pat him on the back, or do we, like, rub some grease on it, or, like, what? How do you... I don't know the exact machinations of how a squirrel works. And so I'm being asked to be a squirrel mechanic right now when I really feel like I don't have the real-life expertise to make this happen. Well, the potion up here does not affect said squirrel. There's not really much that I can do there. So we've got the Particle of Gator Trick. It will make you stronger. Choose a temporary bonus. I'll probably just go for more health. That sounds good. So that's obviously not going to stay with me forever, but I do appreciate the fact that you can teleport around. Okay. I like the fact that you can sort of teleport around and do what you're going to do. I probably should have, like, captured something inside of there. I didn't really think about it, but they said I needed some kind of currency to be able to capture, like, a critter. And so I guess I'll go back and talk to the dude and probably get browbeat. So they want me to capture a Zella. Okay, let me see. I don't know what a Zella is. But my guess is it's probably this one that has an exclamation point on it. And I'm guessing that these right here are not necessarily guaranteed. Because last time, I don't know that we got all of those things out. Maybe we got them from various rooms and then, like, accumulated. It all came around. All right, let's go see what we can do with our squirrel. So there's the Particle of Gator Trick right there. My squirrel is still kind of wounded. I would like to move faster, actually. Moving faster sounds great. All right, so I've got 2 particles. That means I can capture some critters. So, like, what are you? Okay, so I got to be, like, what, like, behind this guy? And it said I got to wound him up first. Okay, so you go after you. I don't need another squirrel. I'm going to dodge past you. Okay, call you back. And it said the more wounded he is, the easier it's going to be to capture him. But it looks like I got to be kind of like behind him. There we go. Okay, so I captured a scraw. I don't know what the scraw does, but we have a scraw now. We scrawed it up. What does he do? He just does like a big slashy boy? Okay, so he's like an upgraded version of the squirrel. Like, he's basically a giant squirrel. Is there, like, what is the biggest species of squirrel that exists? This is a thought that I've never thought about. Are there, like, Titanic squirrels around somewhere? Just hiding in Russia? Just, like, massive squirrels the size of a Doberman? I don't know. There's a big muscular squirrel that lives in my backyard. He's a jerk. He's mean. He throws stuff at me while I'm doing yard work. He attacks my dogs and agitates them. He's a very unpleasant creature. All right. And down goes the scraw. But the scraw is not the thing that I was supposed to capture. I was supposed to capture something else. Perfect. Got him. All right. More stamina, actually. You know, I think I may have underestimated the value of more stamina. Oh, God. Okay. All right. Fair enough. My scraw is apparently a lot slower. And so he got chewed on a little bit right there. Hopefully we'll get like an item or something that'll allow us to heal him up. It looks like there's not really too much around here that I'm interested in. Are you a Zella? Like, what are you? Okay. You're probably not a Zella. I gotta get him from like a weird angle. Okay, call him back. I gotta get out of here. I'm gonna try and capture you real quick, because I want to know what you are. Oh, it's another Mikra. Okay, cool. So we can capture... Oh, no, dude. I think that used up my last chargy thing. All right. So we got our particle, and I'm back inside a mission. I was actually just kind of tooling around a little bit. I was running around like in the overworld map. I'll talk about what I found over there. Oh, look, we harvested a mushroom. Nice, dude. All right, I've captured some creatures. I've been playing around with the mechanics of the game. I think it's all going to work out. I'm going to send both them out right there. I got 2 squirrels because it seems to me like being able to unleash a storm of squirrels is the sort of attack that I myself particularly like. If I had to choose like a superhero power, you can forget the laser vision, dude. You can forget the adamantium bones. I'm going for the ability to summon a flurry of rabid squirrels. everywhere that I go. That right there, just out of nowhere, dude. How would you compete with that? I'd just be like 1,000 squirrels when Magneto runs up on me. And what's he gonna do? Magnetize my squirrels? All right, so we'll throw that over there. And I need you to kind of like do some work over there. Perfect. Okay, so we are on the hunt for something called a Zella. I think I saw one when I was playing around with some of the optional missions. I think it's like a gazelle-looking thing, hence the name Zella. All right, Zella sounds like something you use to like send cash to somebody that you bought something dubious from. You're like, yeah, dude, just hit me on Zella. I'm like, okay, I guess, yeah, sure. I've got a key. It says that they open treasure chests, but as of yet, I don't think I've seen a treasure chest around, and so I don't think it's really gonna matter. And where are we trying to go right now? Oh, we actually went all the way. Okay, well, I'll go back over here then. The map is fully interactable. You can teleport in between, like, any of the points that you want to teleport to. Oh, my squirrel got scuffed. All right. Well, I don't see this Zella that I'm supposed to be capturing. Oh, that was the entire map, I guess. Okay, well, yeah, there was no Zella on this one either. So I guess, like, the creature that you need is not always gonna be there. Okay, so after several levels, I have found the Zella. There it is. We gotta capture it. All right, the Zella has been captured. Apparently, I have, like, a deer thing now. So essences create synergies between your creatures. To find an essence, you must capture a creature. The type of this creature will determine the type of essence it will drop. Beast, nature, mystic, arcane, or dragon. Small essences come from normal creatures. Medium essences are dropped from blessed creatures. I thought I said based creatures for a second. Big essences are dropped from super blessed creatures. All right. Fair enough. I will take that bone. And it looks like we've got a nature essence right there. Let's go back, and we'll go talk to the guy, and we'll just kind of let him know that, like, hey, I did the thing. One of my squirrels leveled up. So it's not like all those levels I was playing off camera, like, didn't matter. Like, your squirrels do seem to level up. They do seem to get stronger, and then you become, like, better squirrel friends or something. I'm not exactly sure. It looks like they get more HP. So this Mikra right here has leveled up, and this one has not. And so it looks like we can create synergies. Let's go ahead and see how that's done and what that actually affects by talking to this guy over here. All right, now that you've captured it, the basic information about this species is registered in your bestiary. Okay, yeah, that's definitely a paddle deer. All right. Let's get down to what really matters. There was a region close to us where the curse hadn't hit yet, but now it seems like it's being overwhelmed. You need to go there and activate the old mechanisms that were created by adorers. We have to keep the refuge's surroundings under control. Okay, but like, what about you? I wanted to do synergies. I wanted to see what that mechanic is. Okay, I guess I don't get to find out what the mechanic is for right now. I cry every time. All right, so Gatordrick Forest. Activate the mechanisms. Let's do it. I don't know if I should just be capturing everything that I see so that I have like a wide variety, like a large stable of animals. Or if I should just kind of, I don't know. Go, my squirrels. Destroy, blot out the sun with your chittering energy. That is the sound of your defeat, my friends. Particle of Gatordrick. You can get more health or more speed. I want the speed. Being able to outrun my enemies means that I won't get hit. And then I won't need the extra health. At least that's how I see it in my head noodle. Go ahead and wipe him out with a quick squirrel storm. Oh, my squirrel hits harder too now that it leveled up. Good, so it hits for 6 now. Good to know. Honestly, I've just been spamming double squirrel at everything. It seems to resolve the issues just fine. Like, yeah, I know I've got this big shiny Zella, but like, why Zella when I can fire squirrels at you in the amount of Hella, you know? Okay, so the deer does a bunch of damage and just headbutts the enemy in the face. Gotcha. All right. Pretty slow, though. And so, honestly, gonna miss the enemy a lot of the time, I would think. Throw that out there. Go ahead and get him lit up. Down goes the enemy. So I've got to activate mechanisms to raise a curse. All right, let me see if I can find these mechanisms that it's referring to. All right, you guys come back before you get blapped. There we go. Perfect. Squirrel Storm claims another life. It looks like some mushrooms or something dropped inside of here. I'm guessing those are going to be useful in some capacity that I don't know of yet. Is it possible to, like, get back there with those pots, or are they just there to taunt me? I think they might just be there to taunt me and just be like, hey, you can't break us. And I'd be like, yes, I can. All right, so activate some energy mechanisms. You guys come back. There's an energy mechanism. I activate you. Oh, I gotta stand on it? Gotcha. Actually, I really like the animation and the lighting style and the 2D on 3D. Like, they've done a lot of really interesting things with the visual styling of this game. It's very pleasant to look at. I think that the color palette is very well appointed and well selected. Like, everything very much goes together in this game. Is that the only one, or is there going to be another one over here? Oh, there's another one right here. I didn't even see it because it was all rusted out. Okay. Oh, God. Just kind of crowded, you know what I mean? Just kind of crowded. All right, so I activated the energy mechanisms. My quest is now complete, so I can go back home. Do I have to complete the whole map? Does it matter? It didn't open up a portal, so I'm going to wager a guess and say yes, it does matter, and I am supposed to complete the whole map. All right, so another one bites the dust. That guy's going to do like his weird little frosty butt exercise. Dude, my squirrels are getting pretty unchained right now. Like, I don't want to say that I'm the most powerful squirrelomancer to ever exist, but I think I might be the most powerful squirrelomancer. Like, I don't really have a good frame of reference. Alright, so we picked up a fragment, and we got some wild mushrooms. This consumable heals the target in 15% of its maximum health, and it increases your critical attack. Oh, so it's like berserker mushrooms. Gotcha. Alright, so like, I totally carried the curse, and I am now the hero of the village. What is my reward? My reward is Belina. Hi, you must be Luca. I'm Belina. Nice to meet you. Welcome. With all that's happening, it's good to have new people around. I don't know if Maina feels the same way as you do about me. These are hard times for the adorers. You know, Dragnar's presence seems to have been completely extinguished. Sometimes it's hard to not feel isolated. I still feel his presence. Well, Luca, if you feel something, you better grasp it as if your life depended on it. Anyways, we got another mouth to feed, and actually more than one, since my specialty is cooking dishes for the creatures. I'm sure they're going to completely fall in love with my food. The secret, Luca, is in the quality of the ingredients. Bring me 3 cherries, and I will cook them for you. Like, 3 cherries as a dinner? I don't know. That doesn't feel like the amount of caloric intake that I need on a daily basis in order to just kind of be happy and thrive. But you know what? If you can survive on, you know, Trey Cherry, then you survive on Trey Cherry. Don't let me hold you down. All right, so this one over here, it will drop holy cherries. The cherries of the Jesus will rain down upon you. All right, so who wants to get squirreled? Huh? Who wants the smoke out here? Because I'll tell you what, I got the fire. Yep, I'm going to take all that money right there. I'm going to take it. I'm going to take it. We're going to... Bow! Huh, the deer didn't kill it. Interesting. All right, well, we've got a gator drick shard over here. I'm just going to take the movement speed because, honestly, hands down, movement speed seems more useful to me than just about everything else. Yeah, I got nervous. I was gonna send out like a maximum squirrel charge But then I got kind of like worried about the fact that maybe my maximum squirrel charge would not be enough. You know, I was overtaken by a lack of self-confidence in my squirrelomancy. I do like that they like follow me around and stuff. Hey, we got some holy cherries, they're big red berries for me. All right, we'll go through another door over there. Some more cherries, dude. I'm just gonna borrow these. I'm gonna borrow these, false squirrel. I'm now referring to all of the animals in the animal kingdom that have not submitted to my druidic reign as false members of their species. So, for example, my Zella is a true Zella, whereas all the ones that wander around in the forest are the false Zellas, and they must be destroyed. Hey, more cherries. Take them. I'll bake them. Yeah, you might as well send out maximum squirrel. Ow! I got clawed by a false squirrel! Alright, I'm taking this dog bone and I'm going home. Yes, I'm returning to the refuge. Well, we're collecting all this stuff, and I cut the video a little bit longer because I wanted to see how it all comes together. Like, as I recall, the last time I played this game, it was a roguelike. Now, it does not feel like a roguelike. It feels like they went in a completely different direction, almost like an action RPG or like an adventure RPG. And so, like, I'm curious to see how far that transformation is permeated down into kind of the framework of the game. Because, like, the last time I played, my memory might be entirely faulty here, and I might be having just a horrible case of streamer brain. But I recall you started out in front of a temple, you went into the temple, you went as far as you could inside the temple, you died, you came back outside the temple, you upgraded things. Now there's like a village, we're going on like procedurally generated missions. There doesn't seem to really be any roguelike elements anymore. It's mostly just kind of, what it reminds me of is the Bard's Tale on PS2. That's what it reminds me of with all those summons and stuff. Perfect, look how fresh they are. Select the 3 cherries and I will make a dish for you. Okay, yeah, there you go. You can make me a triple cherry fruit salad. Feel free to come back whenever you need it. Okay. What does the fruit salad do for me? I have questions. I guess I'll ask Maina. Belina told me you seem to be calmer now. Yeah, she's helping. Let's see if you're able to repay our help. The curse hit Luxar that lives in the forest of Gatordrick. Luxar? Luxars are legendary creatures, incredibly stronger than the common ones. The problem is that the curse seems to love them and take full advantage of their host. When the curse possesses a legendary creature, it spreads faster in that region. How can I defeat it? To begin with, you'll need the help of some items sold by Baldin. Go to his store and buy something that you think will be useful. Okay, so I guess there's a store now? I didn't even know there was a store over here. Cool, man. We've got ourselves a little bit of like a PetSmart thing going on. Is it PetSmart or is it PetSmart? Like, has that ever been canonically decided? Greetings, Adore. How can I help you? I'll buy some things. There is a restoration pipe. When a nature creature kills an enemy, the pipe charges. When the pipe is fully charged, it heals the Adorer. Okay. I don't have much money left over. After dodging, the next captured creature that attacks will deal a 20% bonus. Alright. The only one that I can afford is like these two. So, increases the orb's recall speed when it hits the owner, increases his movement speed. Okay. And then we've got the owner gets a temporary bonus movement speed of 11% after dodging. Yeah, I'll get some winged sandals. Why not? And then, like, it looks like over here you can make your artifacts better. Oh, you can actually level them up, too, by finding crafting materials. Okay, so if you've got, like, artifacts you particularly enjoy, you can invest your resources into those to make them better as you get further on into the game. Inside of here, it looks like my scraw, like, it looks like most of my stuff is leveled up. I think they level up independent of whether you use them or not, because my scraw I haven't used at all, and it's already level 2. So I'm guessing they share XP. Or, if they don't share XP, the XP is kind of given out at the end of the mission, effectively. Alright, well, this is a door. There's been a lot of structural changes with this game, from what I recall when I played it at the earliest points of its early access. And so anyways, I'm glad to see it. I love the color palette. I really like the art style. I like the music. It's very calming. I like the summoning system. Like I said, the sort of sword on a string idea that the game is playing around with, where like you can attack, but if your sword gets hit, you take damage too. Like I kind of dig that. It's got like a nice feel and a nice flow to it, kind of an ebb. And then, like, it's almost like you're playing a video game about the waves hitting the beach. Like, you gotta know when to send the wave out, and you gotta know when to call the wave back, and there's kind of like a rhythm to it. And I'm interested in seeing how that develops as I get more creatures and stuff. We didn't get to play around with the synergy system. I think I would have liked to, but unfortunately, we just didn't get there inside the confines of the time that we had available. But this is a door. It's still in early access. The game's been, I guess, in development for about 2 years now. This version is way different than the version I played years ago. And honestly, I think probably for the better. I'll see y'all later. Thank you for stopping in. Leave a like on the video if you enjoyed it. And I'll be back tomorrow with something hot and fresh off the indie skillet. But up until then, I gots to go. Bye, everybody.